Alright, the final game of the entire tournament, game number 3 of Google Cloud players versus Bane and Mirana Ganks from Microsoft. And say Google Cloud players got their asses handed to them in the last game. And okay, it's gonna start with the same opening bans as the previous games, but this time Google Cloud players will see what they can do a little bit differently. I think their draft last time was just too greedy, right? Like there wasn't just their support duo was like really weak, Warlock and Snapfire, and they picked Axe into a Bane, and then eventually like Microsoft also picked Monkey King. You can't like those two heroes just completely shut down Axe, and they tried to respond with the same with a aggressive tri lane with the Axe, but I just feel like that just made everything worse, right? So I wasn't a big fan of like what happened in that game from Google's side in general. I did predict that they were gonna win, but I also didn't realize how badly like Zeus would just get dumpstered by Razor. I didn't think that would be a very difficult matchup for Zeus, but I guess maybe the Morris knows something that I don't, because he clearly was like completely dominating that entire game. So we'll see if Google Cloud players can bring it back, or if Microsoft are gonna be, I guess, the two-time champion with this squad. They won back in 2018. So Queen of Pain and LC banned out. Now Bane and Mirana Ganks, they have first pick again. They could pick Bane again, and I think Google Cloud players, they need to make a hard choice now. Did they ban out? They banned Dazzle last time. I think that was a bit questionable. But do they want to ban Bane this time? I think the Bane stocks are pretty high in this series in general. So this is the time. Like you're gonna give up Bane.
5 seconds remain.
Spending a lot of time on this one. The break actually was really short between these two games. I guess like game 2 was like 22 minutes instead of like the 64 from game number 1. So we'll see. I think you should really consider banning Bane at this point. Just change up the game state a little bit. Unless like Google Cloud players thinks they can deal with it, but I mean, I wouldn't say last game was necessarily the Bane was the winning strategy there. They're gonna ban Snapfire instead. Alright, Bane's gonna get picked. What can I say? Okay, so do they want to give up the sniper now as well, unless they have better options? Because I actually thought the spec would do really well against sniper. At least like when I played sniper in my own, like position 4 sniper in my own games, like spec wrecks me really hard. But I guess last game it just like ended before spec got online. So Phoenix is gonna get picked up here. Not really a hero you think of that's like a Bane counter. Eventually, Phoenix will pick up an Axe and you can use it to save people. We saw that in game number 1. Yu with the clutch Phoenix egg saves actually saved like 3 people. But then the one time it backfired when they both died was when the game ended. But it can work. Maybe just getting some innovation from Microsoft's response to how they deal with Bane. But Axe is like really far away for Phoenix. You can't just rely on like, oh, we're gonna get Axe and then save have a save against Bane. The Snapfire ban is very interesting for me because like, oh, Ember Spirit. Here's something a little bit more aggressive. I like this change a lot from Google Cloud players. I think they can like both the carry player was the split push king or whatever this means, and President P both play Ember Spirit, so there's some flexibility there. It can also be a position for Ember Spirit, but that has fallen off the bandwagon a little bit, mostly because the Siri chains got nerfed again. That's pretty much it. It went from like 11 seconds to 8 and then back to 10. So it's not as strong as it was like for the few weeks that it was there. But they are second pick. They can always choose to move it to another lane. So that's one of the benefits of picking Ember Spirit this early on. Do Microsoft want to go for Sniper again? They do. Okay, like these two heroes don't. I guess the position for Sniper. It's like, do you really care if you get jumped on? Because you have to commit really hard to kill this Sniper. Like Ember's gonna have to burn a bunch of remnants. He's not gonna have a remnant out at least immediately if he wants to jump the Sniper, right? And Phoenix, you can like poke at this egg from really far away. And even though your attack speed as a support sniper is not going to be very high, I think it's still going to be pretty problematic for Phoenix. Like, I can just imagine, like, after the Ags, you pick up, like, a Mask of Madness or something. At least, like, when I've been playing support sniper, I've been maxing take aim second and leaving headshot for last. It's like, how often are you actually going to be right-clicking during a team fight as a position for sniper? You don't really want to be. And then if you do, you want to be, like, as far away as possible. So, I think, like, Sniper was such an obvious pickup here. They banned Enigma again on Bane and Mirana Ganks. I guess Enigma stonks are like increasing quite a bit recently with the new like Necrobook build. I don't think I've seen Google Cloud players play Enigma though, so that's the one like big question mark for me. I'm not really sure about. And like it's the same with Nyx, right? But I don't think Bane and Mirana Ganks, they just ban Nyx every game. They just don't want to deal with that here at all. Okay, they have played Enigma once. Dazzle's gonna get banned out again. This time, slightly different slot. Okay, Lich picked up. Lich Ember is a pretty sick combo. That means this is going to be a position for... I mean, it's still flexible, right? You can play an offlane Phoenix. You might have to, because you're up against this sniper. You need like earlier levels. It's possible. We could definitely see an offlane Phoenix still, but yeah, Lich Ember is a pretty sick combo. You got the Frost Shield to deal with right clicks, you got the Flame Guard to deal with magic damage. So like, Ember's going to be a lot tankier than you think he's going to be. I would like to see another save from Google Cloud players, but they already picked the Lich, and getting in range for Sinister Gaze is like not that easy. The cast range is pretty short. Lich's cast range talent is at level 20, not level 10 or 15, so it's like it's very far away, and then like you're just like at the mercy of getting... Oh, Razor. This... Oh, wow, this is pretty problematic. Basically, you want to put the Razor wherever the Ember Spirit is. It doesn't matter which lane Ember Spirit goes to, you put the Razor there. I think... The problem is that if now you're like sort of forced to put Ember as a 4 and then play Phoenix as a 3, I don't know if Transparency plays Ember Spirit. That's the problem, right? Like this is something I had to grind for like 2 weeks before I was like feeling remotely confident about it. And especially like grand finals, like I don't think you necessarily want to like be trying out new stuff in the grand finals. Game number 3 no less. So it's better to pick your comfort heroes right now. Except they didn't get them because they're all banned. Okay. Timbersaw. I think I've seen Diablo play this a few times throughout the season. He's done pretty well with it. Sniper, you can like largely ignore with the Timbersaw. If anything, you just like dive him even harder, and you're not necessarily too worried about like being out of position as a Timbersaw, because you're kind of like a frontliner. You want to like soak up a lot of attention. So I do like this Timbersaw pick a lot. It's still flexible where this Ember Spirit goes, right? They have overall last pick, so whatever, like, wherever Razor doesn't go needs to also beat Ember Spirit. I guess like Ember Spirit doesn't have that many winning matchups, so I don't know. I mean, like, I was gonna say I also like don't like Razor that much in general, but like from last game, I mean, the Mars did pretty well on Razor, so I guess I can't really blame it too much. Jug is going to be the pickup here, so I mean, like I mentioned in game 1, Jug Bane, it seems like a pretty meh kind of lane, right? Like you don't have any slows to help set up for the Jug to kill, but you do have the ability to just like trade right clicks with people. You've got the healing ward, you've got brain sap, so you're up against Timbersaw. This is looking very similar to game 1, except like the teams are reversed. Beastmaster gonna ban now. So they probably think Razor's mid, but it is flexible. That's the thing, right? So if it's Ember safe lane, you don't want to go up against Beastmaster or Razor. So I think it makes sense. Like I'm leaning towards Ember being the safe laner here, and they pick their mid last.
10 seconds to pick.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not easy at all. There's a lot of flexibility still on Google Cloud Play. So I think for sure, Lich, Timbersaw, and Phoenix are locked in. PL gonna be the final ban here. I mean, none of these heroes would deal with PL at all. I potentially could see Naga Siren being on the table. You know, illusion heroes do really well against Bane and Sniper. Can you assassinate one of them?
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Right, and Night Stalker is going to be the pickup here. I mean, Night Stalker can also be a mid, right? It's not as common as like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We definitely see Night Stalker in offlane more often, but it is still flexible, and I think it does okay against Ember Spirit in the lane. I mean, Night Stalker is pretty notoriously bad early game because of the fact that it's daytime. But Ember's not that strong either. It's still open. I think the point is that it's still open. And they pick anti-mage. Whoa, what is going on here? So it's going to be a mid Ember Spirit against a mid Razor. Alright, I think Ember Spirit's going to get crushed in this lane. Anti-mage. I mean, I think this hero is like not hot garbage, but I mean, they do have very aggressive heroes that can make a lot of space for AM. Like, and then on the flip side, like, Microsoft don't have the best tools to deal with AM. Like, you have to get on, maybe like Night Stalker will buy a blink and you just like jump on top of him with a blink silence. I could see that being like a way to deal with this AM. You can't manta off the crippling fear, and it's AoE. It's an aura, so like. Oh, nice. He's got the new Night Stalker cosmetic, so we'll see some. I don't remember which skill it. I think it's the crippling fear that it makes look cooler. Oh, interactive screen. Push now. I don't speak Russian. I have no idea what that means. So I think he only wait. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what causes that to happen, what doesn't. But Alright, last game of the tournament. We'll see who can clutch this one out between Google and Microsoft. It seems like it's the same players again. They haven't subbed anyone out.
Do whatever you want with that information, just...
But yep, off lane Night Stalker, safe lane AM, and I would say Night Stalker does not like this lane at all. He does need the Void to like secure range creeps early on, and AM's just gonna burn all his mana. I don't really see any way for like Night Stalker to pressure this AM at all early on. Lich is also a very strong laner, and then with the Frost Shield, they have a lot of kill opportunity. I mean, they can just run down this sniper. He's got boost first, but even then, AM is almost just as fast, and it will be much faster with the Frost Shield. And we have a pause, rest room. It was a break, dude. Yeah, I don't know what that one means. Well, I feel like this Ember Spirit versus Razor matchup is it's gonna be pretty miserable for President P here, to say the least. I don't know why they wasted a ban on like I guess Dazzle does really well against Ember Spirit as well, but I feel like the Snapfire was like a huge wasted ban. Like if they were gonna give Bane away, I guess like the Snapfire is really good against Phoenix, and they were like gonna pick Phoenix anyway. I don't know. It just seemed like not very good ban. Like, was it Microsoft versus Amazon? Like there was a Snapfire versus Phoenix. It just doesn't work. Like after level 1 egg, like it's really hard to take down the egg with Snapfire. Oh wait, what? The baits! They weren't ready after all! But this... I think I'm gonna leave Timber on his own. I feel like it'd be quite difficult for Jug and Bane to kill this Timber Saw. Maybe they can secure getting this AM's farm. I don't know. Not really convinced. Again, this support duo is kind of passive. At least like Lich has a like semi-decently long range slow. He's got a disable as well. So like, it's not as bad as Warlock and Snapfire, that's for sure. But it doesn't seem like that strong either. Shrapnel comes out now, gonna be really annoying here, and 1 mana burn, gonna already start burning this Night Stalker's mana. They take a lot of damage from this Shrapnel here, and they will manage to get both, so it's gonna be 3 bounty runes going the way of Google early on. And you already queued up the same build, Tranquil Boots into an Aghanim Scepter. I've seen when Yapsaw plays this, he doesn't buy the Tranquil Boots, he's just like straight Ags. Like, I don't care about anything else. So that's I think it's a personal choice. I mean, really, you're delaying Ags, is it really worth it? And they are going to continue with a tri-lane down here. It doesn't seem like Transparency is interested in TPing top. In the meantime, I mean, Diablo, he's getting zoned out by this Bane here. Is still eating a lot of right clicks. And he gets denied as well. Bane has really good base damage, and Timbersaw does not have a Quelling Blade. So he's just getting denied non-stop. And meanwhile, THC is taking a lot of damage. He's going to go down here. It's going to be first blood for the price of the courier. Was it worth it? Maybe not. So he's just gonna secure this AM's farm, but I'm kind of worried about Timbersaw then, because he definitely falls off very quickly. He's not gonna be like the LC in the first game with like infinite scaling. He's definitely gonna have issues later on in the game being effective. I kind of feel like he's just gonna like try and eat as many spells as possible, you know, buy a Lotus Orb. That kind of seems like what he's going to do, and he's just getting denied. He's not getting anything in this lane. One last hit. I guess he's level 2 compared to Night Stalker who's level 1, so maybe not. Oh, I had no idea that worked. I guess like when you slide a fist, you like technically are over there, so the static link breaks with the Morris. And you run out by this Flame Guard now. There's a lot of damage stolen on this Razor still. Plus 36. I don't want to mess with him too much. Sniper's coming mid now. Cancels the salve with the shrapnel. Huge plays from Yuru there. That's a big deal. You have to ferry another salve out. It just delays your bottle even further. Alright, Timbersaw. He's got 2 last hits now. 3. He's getting levels. That's the important part. Once he gets level 6, he'll be able to take over this lane a little bit more. He got on the way. A Quelling Blade, it should help him last hit a little bit better. The wave is starting to push in as well, so it's good for him. Itch is making his way mid. Not really sure what this is all about. He came all the way mid just to give him a tango? Oh my god. His supports have too much time on their hands. Oh, Night Stalker still has 2 mangoes. You're gonna use these voids to secure last hits, but void costs a lot of mana. He does not have a whole lot of it. And in the meantime, Diablo, he actually goes down at top. Level 2 Blade Fury, tons of magic damage coming in. Level 2 Brain Sap as well. And Timbersaw is level 3 against this dual lane where both heroes are also level 3. I don't know if this tri-lane is working out, dude. Like, they tried this in the last game where they tri-laned and then like really just sacked a lane. It's like Ember Spirit has a winning matchup either. I guess the upside is like Night Stalker is still level 2. I don't know if this is worth it because Timbersaw falls off much faster than Night Stalker does. And this sniper is so annoying. He's just like cancelling salves with these shrapnels. Drops a ward as well, so a nice deep ward to be able to spot these couriers coming, and you can snipe them. 5 minutes is coming up soon. We'll see who's able to secure these bounty runes. It seems pretty difficult at bot for them to secure any, but nighttime is coming around, and he does have a pointed hunter in the night and 2 mangoes to boot. But I don't really see how this level 1 sniper and level 2 Night Stalker are going to be able to put pressure. And Diablo in the meantime, I guess he's starting to recover a little bit. Level 4 now. 10 last hits, doubling the Night Stalkers. And yeah, these Fire Spirits basically cancels Hunter in the night. Actually going to be 3 bounty runes going the way of Microsoft. So Bane just sneaking around. That's one of the problems with being your solo core up here, is that you don't have time to like go grab the bounty runes yourself. You can't miss out on last hits if you're up here. And Sniper gonna make his way top. He's really poor. And finish the Tranquil Boots, but I don't know what a level 1 Sniper is going to be able to do against this Timbersaw. And Timber's just waiting for level 6 and then he can go ham.
Radiant's courier is dead.
Oh.
And before it ever learned to actually care.
Oh, a huge pickup. That was, I think that was Diablo's Soul Ring. So he is now in a little bit of trouble. The spin is available, but Timber Chain out to Diablo. He's getting stuck behind the creeps and he will end up going down here. Not able to Timber Chain again. Scumbag creeps. Yellow taking a lot of damage here.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Castling. He's going to stash the haste away. The important part is that Razor doesn't get it, because that would result in President P getting wrecked here. And he's actually doing alright in this lane. 27 last hits, like he's getting denied out pretty hard. So Morris does have a sizable XP advantage. Misses that last hit though. And THC in the meantime is in a lot of trouble, tries to get the courier, but he's gonna die. Alright. Slightly better start going the way of Google. Already the Mithril Hammer done for the Battle Fury. He has a really weird number of Ring of Health queued up. But Diablo, he's reaching level 6 soon. He has like 1 or 2 more creep waves, probably 2 more creep waves left, and then he's going to be a force to reckon with. I don't think Jug can stay up here much longer after that. Right. There's so many range creeps here. Holy crap. And THG just getting completely zoned out by this tri lane here. Okay, I'm starting to see like maybe this was the correct choice. Like, it's fine if like Timbersaw dies in the first few levels. That's like pretty expected. But now he's like in level 5. He's pretty much untouchable at this point. They don't really have the lockdown. Like they need like crippling fear, but he hasn't skilled it at all. That's a huge creep wave coming in though. They need to deny these creeps, because you don't want Night Stalker to get this much experience. And level 6 now on the Timbersaw. He has... His courier's alive again. Is it? Maybe his courier got sniped on the way back. But yeah, Timbersaw just doing Timbersaw thing, diving the towers. It's ridiculous. What a hero. Getting slept. Yeah. Night Stalker not able to get these range creep experience either. That's a really big deal for this Night Stalker. He needs to like, he needs to take some damage to get the experience. It's very worth it. But instead, gonna be stuck at level 4 still, while this Timbersaw is already level 6. There's no siege creep, unfortunately. He started taking over this lane a little bit too late. Jugs hit the jungle now. Going for his own Battle Fury this game, but needs to go for the Perseverance first because otherwise he won't have the regen for it. Instead, AM, he's just picking up the damage items first. Battle Fury, Mithril Hammer into... Probably he's going to pick up the Broadsword next. He still has 2 tangos available. Okay, and he's going to pick up the Ring of Health. Making their way up top now. Yellow, he's at bot, but there's no way that this Jug can kill him. He's gonna burn the mana maybe. 3 heroes top now. AM's gonna hit the jungle for a little bit. President P, he hasn't made any moves yet, but I think he's doing actually okay on the net worth wise. Top lane, Razor's come top now. Diablo, he's stuck. He will get the Timber Chain out of there, so he'll be able to make it out. He actually went for an urn. That's something you see every day on Timbersaw. Very interesting pickup, but we'll be able to get the reactive armor stacks to heal back up to full health very slowly. Bane heading mid. Wants it. He misses the oh, he doesn't have enough mana for the chains, so the Nightmare will buy a lot of time. DD in the lane now, and Ember Spirit's going to manage to pick up. He tops the DD. He has does not have enough mana for the chains again, but Lich will end up going down here. It's a farming DD, it's not a fighting DD. A bit unfortunate that he didn't get the kill though. I think he would have liked to do more with this double damage. The Keen Optic, a great item on Lich. As I mentioned earlier in the draft, his cast range talent is at level 20, so it's going to be a long time before you see any extra cast range for Lich, and he definitely needs it, that's for sure. President P pretty untouched right now. Bane showed up now with a Fiend's Grip, and he's going to go down. Nice rotation from Ultra Magnus. That's just what you need to do with Bane every game. In the meantime, the Morris, he's in a lot of trouble here up against this Timbersaw, getting it instantly blown up by the Timber Chain here. So, big kills from both teams, but I think slowing down the AM is probably a little bit more high impact, although he is very close to his Battle Fury now. Just the Voidstone away, and they're going to get this tower as well with a 10-minute catapult. Pretty big stuff. they don't really have any options to deal with this Ember Spirit either. They already used the Fiend's Grip on the AM. I guess a big problem with this lineup is there's not a whole lot of lockdown until this Sniper gets Ags. They don't have any long range initiation because Bane, he's gonna go straight for an 8th lens this game. I think he needs it. They need the extra cast range to catch this Ember Spirit and AM. And the problem is they only have one. They only have one Fiend's Grip. So, Night Stalker, no points in Crippling Fear yet, but I kind of feel like he needs to like buy a Blink this game. That would be my way into it, but Sniper should be okay. Jug showing up now. Oh, Castling gets his career killed in one hit, and Omni Slash gotta get forced here, but they are reckless. He bounces back onto the creeps. Very unfortunate for Yellow here, and now they're not gonna be able to take the stack either. Night Stalker's showing up now. The ulti's pop, the Chain Frost goes off, but it bounces to the creeps as well. These creeps, just a massive magnet. The Crippling Fear comes out, but there's no Omni Slash. There's no way they can kill this Timbersaw right now. I don't really see it happening. Ember with an Arcane Rune, a huge rune for this Ember Spirit, and he's gonna be able to break the link with the Timber Chain here. I think, oh, Diablo actually ends up going down, but another Slide Chains comes out. Razor with a big stick, and Diablo, I guess he's not invincible after it, but all this time space created for AM, he's already got a Battle Fury complete 12.5 minutes into the game. That is absurd. This AM is completely unchecked, and this Ember Spirit as well. I thought he'd get wrecked even harder in the lane, but I guess Razor not able to do a whole lot of Slide Chains. It's gonna miss. Oh, bounty on Sniper. Sniper's halfway to the Ags now, so I guess like one of the things that in Sniper 4 is like really greedy, right? Like you can't do anything till Ags, but you really need to like. He's just hitting the jungle. So is the Jug, and Jug is going to take a lot of damage here. He needs to spin TP out of there. There's no way he can run away from this Timbersaw. And Google, I feel like even though the gold is even, I feel like they're in a pretty commanding lead in this game. Like this AM is completely unchecked, and they don't really have the heroes to deal with it. I just see like this AM jump on top of this Sniper and like kill him. Like you can't even do any, like you just activate Counterspell and nothing from Bane works. Oh, in the meantime, Razor doing a lot of damage, but Diablo is getting very low. He will be able to make it out of there. Morris ends up going down, runs back into the Chakra Room, and now wakes up the Ember Spirit on the Lich, and instead misses the Brain Sap on this Ember. Not going to be able to hit the chains because they were still on cooldown, but still, it seems like they're going to be able to get this tower. And AM at mid instead. Jug gonna try and trade a little bit. AM's taking a lot of damage. He has the Battle Fury, so he's got the regen for it. He's not really ready to fight yet, but I think he's got his Yasha done, man. No, he's getting boots at last. Oh, is he? No, it's just TP. But Google, they're owning this game. What is this Night Stalker going to do? I feel like he kind of just got dumpstered like super hard. The timing is definitely Sniper Eye, so what can they do with it? It's 15 minutes coming up as well, so it's going to be nighttime once again. But I don't know if they're ready to fight here, even if it's nighttime. The upside is they're probably going to outnumber Google because they have an AM, right? So it's going to be 4v5 for a while, but Timbersaw is like pretty much 3 heroes at the start of the game. So like, even if they outnumber Google, and they're in this position is really hard to hold now as well. And Ultra Magnus gets slowed by the dive, but this is water as well. That's a pretty big deal because now they have nothing up here. Ember Spirit manages to deny the tower as well. THC, he's TPing top. They want this Timbersaw kill. Can they get it? The Dark Ascension is popped. It looks like they want to go for this Phoenix instead, and they should be able to get it with the Assassinate. Chain Frost comes out, but not going to do a whole lot. It seems like they're just going to go for the supports. There's not really any way for them to kill the Timbersaw, although he's not going to go in against that many heroes. But Fiend's Grip is available. He broke the trees, and that's going to spot him. That was a big mistake. And Diablo combo is really screwed. A nice rotation from the Night Stalker. I didn't think they could do it. Jug as well with the Battle Fury complete, so he's still keeping up with the AM somewhat. The only problem is AM has Blink, so he can get between camp to camp faster. What is Jug gonna build? He's gonna go build a Mantis style, so exact same build coming out from both carries. Well, that was a nice Dark Ascension from THC there. He's gonna go to complete the Spirit Vessel. It's quite nice against the Phoenix, and also Timbersaw, right? Like, just being able to reduce the regen. And also Timbersaw, its percentage damage, even though his HP pool is probably not as high as like other strength heroes. Like, Night Stalker has way more strength. Also going for his own Spirit Vessel on the Timbersaw. This is definitely a very, like, unique Timbersaw build. I don't see this very often at all. Blade Mail and the Spirit Vessel. It's very odd. But maybe you could work this game if you Blade Mail. If you get linked by Razor, you Blade Mail. There's nothing Razor can do about it. You, like, force the Razor to break the link or take damage, right? So I like that bit a lot for the Blade Mail. Oh, another bounty comes out. Very spooky. Get spooked. Alright, Sniper's almost done with the Ags, so only 400 gold away. Can they do this? Can they get anything done, like, with the remainder of nighttime, though? That's the question, right? Like, nice stack as well. They'll have like a minute with this Ags and nighttime. Maybe they won't even get it, but Dark Ascension should be up now. A Grove Bow for the Ember Spirit. I think this would be actually a pretty good item to keep on Ember, because like they actually have a pretty decent amount of magic damage, and the Hamp is quite nice. And Dark Ascension pop Castling, he's in a lot of trouble. It seems like he's going to be the sacrifice here, but if he's the only one who dies, I think it's some like space created. They use Dark Ascension for that, and now when it's daytime, they won't have it for like another minute and a half. I think that was pretty worth it for Castling. He should be happy with that outcome. Jug with the DD. He's going to try and push this tower. It's still a little bit spooky. Ember Spirit doesn't have a Remnant out, so that's kind of... He's playing a pretty dangerous game. Magnus has Fiend's Grip again. He's looking for the Ember Spirit. I don't think anyone else is really worth it, but he also spots the AM. The scan comes out. They know, and AM's just gonna disappear. Ag's done now on the Sniper, but there's only 40 seconds left. They're gonna have to surprise him though, but the Flame Guard is gonna block all of it. So Flame Mail plus the Frost Shield, but is it gonna be enough? The Chain Frost comes out. It looks like Ember Spirit's going to survive, but now the Chain Frost is going to bounce back onto the Morris, and they both go down there. And Jug, he's in a ton of trouble. He has the Blade Fury available. He doesn't have a TP though, so he's going to continuously run down by this Timbersaw here, and he's in a ton of trouble. The Urn comes out now, and Yellow, he's in a ton of trouble. Assassinate comes out, but the Searing Chains finishes him off. Spirit Vessel, not really going to be enough. That was a bit of a wasted Urn charge, but Google, they're doing it against Microsoft. That was a very good turn of events for them. They got the mid and the carry, and they lost no one. And AM, this whole time, AM's just been farming. They're playing this game 4v5 and they're still winning.
Taking damage. Dota have fortified.
Alright. Phoenix picking up the tome, so we get level 10. You see that Icarus dive slow. I think that's the better talent here. It's like a 40% slow, right? It's definitely nothing to scoff at. Wood now picked up on the Timbersaw. Be pretty big if he picks up a pipe, because there's a lot of magic damage on the enemy team. Sniper with the cooldown reduction talent. He actually got level 10 before he got the he got axe before level 10. That's like actually crazy. This man farms. I don't know how this guy gets so much farm, but maybe at the cost of his cause. I mean, Night Stalker, he's still not doing very well. He's completed Spirit Vessel, but no charges. And oh, that actually worked. He was trying to go for the follow-up, but he doesn't have a blink either. The Dark Ascension is popped. They want this mid tower. It seems like the trade is going to be top tier 2. Probably worth it for Google, to be honest. Like, I know this like mid tier 1 is like really important, but getting the top tier 2 here means you don't have to go back to this lane like ever again. Like now Google can just focus on this side of the map and they don't need to think about the top. Right, DD popped. Oh, picked up by the Night Stalker, but he doesn't have Dark Ascension, so... Oh, Yellow, he's in a ton of trouble. He doesn't have a TP. Reflect the counter spell on the slash. What's going on here? But it seems like, oh, the mana point gonna get broken. Not gonna work out because of the Nightmare, but Junk still goes down. And Neymar TC is in a lot of trouble now. AM has decided to jump to fights, and it's showing. They weren't winning fights before, but they're definitely winning now. And the Grove Bow on MSFT, I love this. Getting the magic damage per amp on every hero every target you right click is insane. And the Razor, they're probably not going to dive too deep for this one. MSFT is taking a lot of damage from the tower here. He needs to be careful. Oh, one hit away from dying. Take out the Mango Tree as well. And Manta done on AM. Microsoft, they're in so much trouble right now. I don't really see how they can, like, this Night Stalker is so far behind, and they don't really have any initiation either. Like, they don't have someone to just like blink hit and go, right? And Diablo, he's out of mana. He could be in a little bit of trouble, but nice chains. Oh, it's not gonna latch. Oh, split push king. Chug's gonna run into him, but it really doesn't matter. Dude, that was so clowny. The reflected, the counter spell, Omni Flashes. That was some like Dragon Ball Z style fighting. But unfortunately, there was no one to really bounce to other than the Jug. So what ended up happening was AM did nothing. Oh, I kind of think Night Stalker needs to go for a blink so he can get on top of people with the silence. It seems like the only way, right? Because like everyone's so mobile. There's a Fiend's Grip in a few seconds, but is Timbersaw really... Okay, they want to commit for it. The lane comes out now, and they should be able to get it. He's stunned for a really long time. The Blade Mail comes out now, and Diablo is just going to survive. This is crazy, and this is such a huge disaster for Microsoft. And the Spirit, he blows up the Night Stalker. He's nightmare up by the Bane, but oh, Diablo finally goes down. So offlane for offlane, but can they get any more on the side of Microsoft? Transparency. The Omni Slash is committed, so they do kill the Phoenix, but space created, I guess. That's what I would say if I was the Phoenix.
I'll take that as tribute.
Also, AM's like still farming away. He's got his Bastion complete now. This AM's so far ahead of the pack. This is basically where like his Jug was last game.
Dire's bottom tower.
Alright, he's gonna man fight the Jug. You never see this. Although, he could be Nightmare. Is there any follow-up? Night Stalker, where is he? He's TPing, but the outpost is gonna be so slow. He's gonna be able to just blink out of there. Night Stalker was not able to make it there in time. Now, Diablo's showing up. Now, there's no Fiend's Grip available. That was a wasted crippling fear there. It looks cool, but it didn't do anything. like they want to go for this tower. They won't be able to get it. But AM in the meantime and Ember Spirit just farming away. A Basher on Ember Spirit. There's not an item you see every day on Ember Spirit, that's for sure. They will be able to not stop this Jug's TP. Counterspell. Clumsy net. Can they get... Oh, but the... Dude, this cooldown is crazy. 3 seconds. It's actually so ridiculous. Alright, well, they do manage to deny mid tower. Atos on the sniper next. Trying to get a little bit more lockdown for his team. And Timber's like, you know what? I bought all my utility items. I'm gonna buy a bloodstone for myself now. Like, I bought enough utility for you guys. I'm gonna become a carry now. And I thought this Timbersaw would start falling off, but it seems like that's not the case. Although Dark Ascension has popped, there is a Fade's Grip available, and it's not gonna. I think they're gonna try and not use it, but it's gonna be forced out here. The pipe is popped. Can they even kill him? He's really tanky. Alright, he will actually go down. Eventually. Took a full Fiend's Grip. And a Crippling Fear. AM gonna go for a Lincoln's now. Oh, BKB. Change the name for a BKB. I think I would have liked Lincoln's a bit better. I guess you already have Spell Shield, Counter Spell. So, like, whatever. Bane's gonna go for a Glimmer Cape, which means his cast range is gonna be pretty short for a long time. No cast range item. Oh, okay, he got a Telescope. And he's gonna get level 15. Probably, I think you should give Bane. Oh, who's? I think maybe give Bane the next turn. Make sure he gets the cast range talent in time. Smoke up for this Night Stalker has gotten nothing since he got the Spirit Vessel. Like, it's, I feel like he picked it up so long ago and he hasn't made anything happen with it. He finally has some charges. Oh, but he's trapped here by himself. This is pretty bad. He doesn't have Dark Ascension either. He's in a lot of trouble. AM's here as well. The bounty is claimed. 200 battle pass points. Jug with completed Basher. Gonna go for Abyssal Blade. That is a little bit more extra lockdown that they need. To me, they're actually not that far behind. I thought they would be like 10k gold behind by now, but Microsoft, they're still staying in the game, just trying to play the macro game, it seems. But I kind of feel like Google in a better position for the late game. Like, this Night Stalker has kind of already fallen off. He didn't have a great start, and he didn't have a good mid game either. Like, the 15 to 20 minute mark is like very critical for Night Stalker. And if you don't do well, oh, but the Glimmer Cape, Fiend's Grip, but it gets spotted by the Observer Ward. And the Sentry? Oh, wow, okay. Didn't know either, he didn't see it. It's out of range. Oh, that's it. Very frustrating for Bane. 30 minutes now. Bane, is he gonna take the tome? Pick up an Invis Rune. That could be pretty big. Alright, oh no, Jug getting caught out first, but he will be able to Blade Fury out of there. There's nothing, and the Abyssal Blade's complete on Anti-Bane, and Yellow gets a touch shot, but he goes off for the Omni Slash, but it's not killing anyone yet. It seems like Castling's going to be the first one to die here, but Jug, he's completely out of juice in the tank, and he will get caught out by this Phoenix stun. Yellow is going to get blown up by the Mana Void. Instead, Morris, he's in a ton of trouble as well. It seems like AM's going to be the cleanup crew here. Where is he going? He is not interested in fighting, actually. Can't slide a fist couriers. That is an unfortunate truth. And Roche is the call. All things considered, I thought that went better than expected, but Jug still was the first one to die there. resist that? Minus 49. BKB picked up for Razor now, so he will be able to stay run at the backline a little bit better. But the problem is the Abyssal Blade onto Bane gets instantly blown up dead for 24 seconds, 48 seconds, and a nice chain frost kills the two heroes there. And Morris is in so much trouble. He's going to be forced to burn his BKB defensive. Not even. They're fully wiped. That was pretty questionable. Going for a Roshan in a 3v5 situation when you're already behind. I'm not even gonna put this Aegis on. I guess he put on AM, right? She's got a greater Fairy Fire as well. Like, there's a lot you have to deal with here. Someone's gonna push out top on Google, but it seems like they don't even care about it. This is a big creep wave. There's a siege creep. I don't know if going high ground is necessarily the right choice. At least get your lanes back in shape, right? But it's fine. It seems like they're feeling pretty confident about it. Razor's down, and they just jump the Bane immediately. Instantly blown up. No buyback for 47 seconds. And they just don't care. Gonna take Bane is like their only lockdown. Alright, Razor's back up soon now, so we'll see what they can do. I just don't think they have the damage. Arcane Rune popped for the Ember Spirit and instantly blocked. The assassinate blocked out by the Lincoln speed. The sun comes down. Crippling Fear not going to be completely counted. The Night Stalker's Crippling Fear there, and the Morris forced upon the BKB, but he's still in a lot of trouble. Chain Frost comes out. Sunray will burn down the Night Stalker. And they will get this Thane of Frags, the repair kit, not enough to defend it, and they could probably go for more, to be honest. It seems like they fought it to defend top as well, which is quite nice. So they will go top now, and Night Stalker bites back. It is daytime again. And a Fate's Grip onto the Timbersaw. That's not what you want to go for. And now Ultra Magnus is forced to cancel it instead. TC is completely out of mana. He's in a ton of trouble, rooted up by the Searing Chains now. Are they in a little bit too deep? Ember Spirit, he does have the Lincoln still available, and he might go down here. Nightmare will buy some time. That's a bit questionable, but he will end up dying. He ran out of remnants, so Ember Spirit playing a little bit too aggressively there, but he will secure his team's retreat. Not really worth it for him, personally. Still, there's another greater Fairy Fire available. This AM's so huge right now. AC next. Gonna have even more armor to deal with. And Phoenix does Ags now as well. We saw in the game 1, there was the saves with the Supernovas, but this time they're ahead. This game's looking so rough. And Abyssal Blade onto the Jug. He's out of mana, blown up, unstoppable on Split Push King. Microsoft, I think it's like slipping away from them. This AM pick really screwed them over. They also had the nice tri-lane, like they kind of sacked Diablo a little bit in the laning phase, but it doesn't really matter. It's a Timbersaw. After you hit level 6, you can't lane there anymore. And instead, they like gave this AM the freest game like he could ask for. Go for a Skadi next. Not even saving for buyback. He's got that Aegis for like another 3 minutes. Creeps are coming. The Jug is still down for 30 seconds. If you can force the Jug to buy back and retreat, that's good enough. You don't need to do any more than that. The creeps are now arriving. It's a backdoor protection. It will be disabled. And Atos comes out now with the assassinate, but AIM's level 25. He jumps right on top of the Sniper, and Sniper's going to get blown up. The Glimmer Cape will buy some time, but completely out of mana and continuing to push here. Where is the AM? Alright, he's going for the tower now, and Diablo, he's in quite deep, but if they focus on him, that's a lot of time. And Phase Grip onto the anti-mage. This is the best opportunity they've had so far, but where's the follow-up damage? Junky's he's just respawned. The Assassinate comes out now as well. The Nightmare onto the AM will keep him in place for a bit longer, but he ends up waking up. They take the down tower, going for the racks now, and Nice Talk is dead for 60 seconds without buyback. The Jug, it has Omni Slash, but they're gonna lose another lane of Raxi. Another Abyss on Bane. Morris goes down. He buys back immediately, but this is looking grimmer and grimmer for Microsoft. Google, they just need to back out now. There's a huge wave at bot, but AM is gonna farm it very quickly. Not gonna get anything in return. And I think this is spelling the beginning of the end for Microsoft. There's still another minute and a half on, oh, actually, it's only 30 seconds on the Aegis. Ember Spirit with a Shiva's Guard now. He's pretty tanky as well. Blade Mail plus Shivas and a Lincoln's to make it hard to catch him. Honestly, I kind of feel like Google would just need to group up and go bot. Like, they don't need to split up anymore. He did finish up. You finish off the outpost. What the hell? Alright, Aegis has expired, but there's no Fiend Script for 30 seconds. I think it's just oh, Ninja Gear as well. Illusionist Cape for Anti-Mage. It's gonna be so frustrating. He's gonna go with the Ninja Gear instead. Smoke up from Google. Microsoft, can they make magic happen? I just don't feel like they have the team fight that they did in game number 1 to make the magic happen, right? Like, Night Stalker, he's so far behind, he's still working on his BKB. He got the Spirit Vessel at like 20 minutes, and he hasn't done anything since. Jug's going for Rapier. I like this. I think this is definitely their only chance, but it's very all in, and it seems like a pretty low probability play, but definitely the only way they can get back into the game. I think he's going to be pressured to probably sell his Wraith Band to get the money. Actually, he should have enough, actually. 2200. Alright, yeah, he's gonna sell his Wraith Band. This is it. Can Microsoft make this happen? Jug, it's all on you. CPL can do it. Smoke out. Plasma Field, the double glyph. Night Stalker pops his ultimate now. Sniper bites back instantly. And Night Stalker, he's trying to look for an angle in the backline, but he's not going to be able to find one. He finally gets the crippling feed onto the oh, nice Omni Slash onto the Phoenix and Mitch Knights as well, but instead, can they kill off this anti-mage? The crippling feed already expired, and now they just got to run. They can kill the supports, but they can't kill the cores. And Void will cancel Diablo's TP, so it seems like Timbersaw, he's going to be in a bit of trouble as well. Yellow, this Rapier paying off there, instantly blows up the enemy team. And a Ninja Key for Sniper now. This is such a huge pickup for Sniper. You can pretty much stay permanently smoked. But we'll see who's going to take it. I think Sniper should definitely take it. Race is going to take it. He wants the move speed. I don't know about this one. I feel like either Bane or Sniper should take it, because they need to not get caught out. Especially Sniper, he just bought back. This DD. Oh, this Rapier. Here we go. Magic Clamp as well. Gonna get this outpost before the mark. Oh, they just need to defend it. They already have the... It's too late. I feel like Jug could have taken it, but he also doesn't... Wait, you can still chop trees with this, right? Yeah, he could have taken it, but it would have been pretty risky because they don't have any vision. And he's got a Rapier, so like, he can't take chances here. Ags gonna be up next for the Jug here. He's already got 1,000. He's already got like 3,000 gold since he picked up the Rapier. That's actually crazy. All right. I mean, this game is definitely on Yellow's shoulders. How are they gonna deal with this Rapier? They don't... I feel like these supports should just buy Ghost Scepters. Like, what is Jug gonna do after the Ghost Scepter ends? Like, if he gets Ghost Scepter during an Omni Slash. Like, he doesn't have any options. Obviously, the Axe is gonna help a bit. He does need 700 more gold. It's not close at all. Am's going for a Scotty. Should help him tank up a little bit. need to save for buyback for sure. How are we looking on that? Jug definitely has no buyback, but he shouldn't be saving for buyback. Timberzor finished his Bloodstone, but he will have buyback soon. No one on the side of Microsoft has buyback. They're too poor, or it's on cooldown, so you need to play pretty carefully right now. It's a pretty scary time. There's a Rapier on the deck as well, but a smoke up from this AM here using the ninja gear. Can he catch it? Blinks forward aggressively. He spots the sniper. He Vessel Blade instantly onto the sniper, but steep by the Bane. Will buy some time for the time being, but he's not able to get the Fiend's grip off. Instead, the Supernova cancels out the Night Stalker ulti. Assassinate onto the AM here, but not going to be enough. The Fiend's grip gets cancelled by the Supernova. Razor Cord out as well. Chain Frost comes out. Ultra Magnus. He's getting pretty low by this Chain Frost here, and he will get finished off by President P here. That's dying. That's death on Bane with no buyback. Omni Slash comes out now onto President P, not able to finish him off. Swift Strike will finish off Diablo for the time being, but Abyssal Blade onto the Jug now. He's in so much trouble, completely out of mana. He's getting so low, he can't die. He is the Rapier, and he goes down. Death on THC as well, and I think that's going to be the game. Sniper's not going to be able to do this on his own. 4 heroes dead, no buybacks available. Rapier on the anti-mage now, and Google Cloud players, I think they've done it. They've taken this championship. GG is finally called. A buyback on the Phoenix for good measure, and congratulations to Google Cloud players. They'll be able to take first place in the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 League, and doing so in spectacular fashion, taking out the 2 best teams in the tournament, Facebook and Microsoft, in the semi-finals and grand finals. So they've definitely proven themselves worthy of this championship, and hope to see them again in the next seasons. I think they played a pretty good job. I feel like the only times they really lost were when they kind of outdrafted themselves, but other than that, they've crushed like every team they've been up against. So good stuff to them, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll end the stream there.